Alright, so we have these beds that David was talking about recently. These are their beds, and I was up like a lot in the night with the baby, so I just woke up from a nap, and now I finally, for the first time today, feel alive.
And it's like the end of the day.
And it's the end of the day. So, at any rate, David is so sweet. He said, all right, you get to name the beds. And I don't think we've ever done this before. And, you know, my first thought was, we have 6 beds here. My first thought was, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But then when he said name them, I suddenly thought, oh, we could get clever. We could name them something, you know, fun and interesting. And so we're batting around names here. And it was too fun and funny not to let you guys in on the fun of it. Because my first thought was, you know, things like Cindy, Fran, Murph, silly things like that. And then he said maybe his siblings. And then he said...
I definitely want a bed named Karen.
And then, yeah, then he said, well, maybe some of his viewers. We would name the beds after some viewers that we could think of off the top of our heads. And then we said, well, no, maybe that wouldn't be very kind, because then we'd get people that'd be like, hey, why didn't you name me? Why didn't, you know, come on.
See this guy?
Yes.
Centipedes here can get up to almost a foot long, and they sting. But he's not that big, and he's going to be hunting pests in the garden, so I'll just let him go.
I'm just going to move my foot now.
The first bed is Brian, and then Rachel, then Linda, then Christy, then Stephanie, and then Jessica will get built last.
Okay.
That's our beds. And we gotta pick tomatoes to go in the beds.
Some people get together on date night with a glass of wine and binge purchase. I don't even know what normal people would binge purchase, but obviously we did that with tomato seeds.
We binge purchased. Sit down, we're like, let's get one of every color.
I think we got more than one of every color.
So,
yeah,
there we go. This is what we got to test.
So what do we have here? Can you read them for me? Because they're not that close.
Pitano Romanesco, Barry's Crazy Cherry, Mortgage Lifter, Hungarian Heart, Carbon, Brad's Atomic Grape, Chocolate Pear, White Tomasol, Lucid Gem. They all look really good. The thing is we only have 6 beds.
Yeah, so
So we're going to go by variety.
Which one are you the most excited about? Which ones are you the most?
I'm not
I don't
excited.
even know. You're not.
No, not at all.
You're not excited.
I've
Wait a
been
minute.
burned by tomatoes very many times. I've been hurt before.
You dug all these beds and you're not excited.
Yeah.
About growing these tomatoes.
No.
Well, I am.
We'll see if that carries us through.
So pick 6 at random. Shuffle them in a hat. Take your hat off. Stick them in your hat.
Throw them all out?
2 of them.
Did I even get them in?
No,
Yeah, that worked well.
Yeah.
There we go. So those there, and one of these guys here, huh? I'm just gonna put these in. There we go.
Oh, those are fun. Okay.
So we left Carbon, Lucid Gem, and Hungarian Heart.
You have no heart. You're so cruel.
We have to dig 3 more beds.
Yes.
But we're out of space.
We'll put them on the other side.
There we go. That's our test for here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, great. So are we going to plant right now?
Almost. We have to finish these beds, throw a little ashes on them, and then we'll plant. Right in place.
Okay, so this is our first bed. This is the Brian bed.
Mortgage lifter.
All right. I was really excited about this one because it's one of those names that you know, right? So I want to
Everybody
see,
knows this one.
will it live up to its name?
So I made some planting sticks this morning, spacer sticks. I've got 3. I've got a 24, a 36, and a 48. So you can see the numbers written right on there. So a couple of the kids helped me make these, and this is a big help. You just cut a piece of pressure treated. I want to give these guys maximum space, so I'm actually going to plant probably just a little bit, kind of like 32 inches, and we're giving them a lot of space in the rows because we want maximum production here. So I am going to use the blank spots to space my tomato plants just a little bit in from the edge, and then I'm going to go 4 feet, do it again, and then 4 feet, and then do it again, right down to the end. We'll probably have to fudge on the end because I think it's not exactly 16, but the tomatoes don't know, so we should be fine. Yeah, there we go. I gotta get some compost. All right, so I'm making a couple of little indentations here. A nice fine little bed, little seed bed for them. We're gonna plant a few seeds in each one. Oh, one just jumped out. No, don't run away. I have to put you in here so I can thin you out later. So what I do is I put a few seeds, 3, in each one of these little indentations. So they're at about, right at about 32 inches or so. But I don't want to put any hard soil over the top of them. So what I do is, I think I lost another seed in there. We have one mortgage lifter pop up in the middle, it's getting transplanted. I have some fine compost, you can see here, and that is not going to obstruct the tomatoes, and tomatoes actually love compost anyways, so we'll just cover them up right here. A little bit of fine compost. See how much space we're giving these? Lots of space. Coming into the dry season here. Plant stuff too closely. All you intensive garden types can't use as much of the rainwater. You're stuck turning around and irrigating. I don't want to have to irrigate that much. You don't want any big stuff over that.
But beyond that, there's more of a reason, more than just irrigating. I mean, suppose one of your viewers says, well, I don't mind irrigating, so I can plant them closer together, right? No big deal. You have other reasons.
Sure. Just because I'm contrary. And I got to get a tractor through here. You need less fertilizer. You need less water. You can do better weed control. Plants grow stronger and bear more if they have a little more space. Cuts down on the diseases, which is a big problem in the tropics. But just about everywhere tomatoes get diseases, for goodness sake. They're the most disease-prone things. So we're kind of just giving them good help, good airflow around them, less use of resources. So we are planted up. All 6 beds, 6 different varieties, the beginning of our test, and we'll see how it goes. My secretary has the list. Do you have the list of what we have in each bed?
I do. Do you want me to read it?
Yes, read it.
Okay. Let me pull it up.
And I am watering Stephanie right now.
Stephanie, that's the white tomsels.
Okay.
And then behind David there is the Jessica bed, and that's Brad's atomic grape. And then one in front of David is the Christie bed, and that is Pantano Romanesco. And then the Linda, which is Barry's Crazy Cherry. The Rachel bed is Chocolate Pear. And the very first one is Brian's, which is the Mortgage Lifter.
So this is how you do science in your garden. It's not really like super serious, right? You just plant different stuff, you keep track of how it does, and there you go. So stay tuned over the next few months and we'll see how these things do, and if any of them actually live, because none of these are particularly considered to be adapted for the tropics. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Oh, just beat that like button with a stick. Make sure you subscribe. And hit the bell. Whatever the bell does. Hit the bell. So, thanks for watching. Catch you all next time. And until then, may your thumbs always be green.
Yo, check it, D to the G. Back again on the 1, 2, 3. Dig your beds like a boss, not minding the loss. Inherent in the system, organic wisdom. Planting up a huge crew, 6 beds full, true. Letting nature take its course, I've got the force. Smack the chemical farming in the face and file for divorce. Of course, I'm overplanted where I'm standing. Yo, seeds, I'll plant ya. I'm the tropical Santa, so can't ya feel what I'm doing? Extension officer, armchair philosophers. Carbaryl is the drill. With fungicide to kill everything like a healthy suicide. No, we sort out, sort the good genes from bad, so sad. Good lad, put the chem genie back in the bottle with full throttle, like a freak. Plant and bake a great seed, cause we got to know what will show and grow and blow away the competition, both huge and delicious. Hopefully, tomatoes will see D to the G.